Well, we're back, guys, and we're all done with the outside. It's gonna be as good as it can get, I think. So now we're gonna move into the interior. Nick and I have gloved up because we're not really sure what's inside.
Exactly.
It doesn't look very, very clean. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with vacuuming. We're gonna take our Nifty brushes and kind of hit the seats so it works up any of that stuck on debris or whatever is on there.
Exactly. This is a used car, and we're not exactly sure of what it's gone through. You know, we didn't, own this vehicle prior, so there's probably stains. There could be, anything in there. So there's body oils, there's food, anything that you can basically penetrate the surface of fabric, and it's leaving behind a kind of a foul odor. So
and
we're gonna
crust.
And crusty.
And crust.
Yeah, fabric shouldn't have a very rigid feeling like that does, but we're going to start by brushing it to help loosen and lift up some of the embedded stains, some of the odors, and we're going to vacuum it up. And there'll be some, kind of cleaners to lift up any of the embedded stains.
What kind of cleaner we're going to use? Fabric Clean?
We
You want
can
to do a
use
little
Fabric
Fabric Clean?
Clean.
Lightning fast, you think?
Yeah, you can use any one of those things. Fabric Clean, Lightning Fast, Nonsense even. All Clean works for those really tough stains.
All right.
It just all depends on, what you're dealing with. Every detailing job is different, so that's why it's good to have an array or a variety of different cleaners.
All right, let's get to it, Nick.
Sounds good to me.
Where's your brush, man? Come on.
It's on that side.
Oh, okay. So how Nick was saying, or what Nick was saying, was we're gonna take our brush and we're gonna scrub on this felt here. It's an upholstery, obviously. The middle section here is a type of weird kind of felt. So if I were to vacuum this, it is gonna take a good amount of the dirt and dust and whatever else is in this embedded in this upholstery. But if we take a soft brush, kind of like this, it's going to kind of work at those fibers and loosen anything up that's stuck in there. And we're able to vacuum it a little bit better, and then we'll take some cleaners to it. All right, Nick, let's get to it.
Let's just take the seat out. Maybe there's some more goodies behind there.
Treasures.
Treasures,
Let's do it.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3. There he goes. Ooh.
Oh, there's mold back here. And some quarters. This car's paying for itself already.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and hand that over to me.
A quarter and a penny and a dime.
And a razor blade. Oh, this one's stuck to me. This one doesn't want to. This one doesn't want to let go.
So it looks like something probably spilled back here, like a soda or...
Well, I didn't ask when I bought it.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's getting the soda today, Nick?
You are. I didn't feel like eating after looking at this mess. Oh, there's a packet of ketchup that's leaking back here too. Nice. That may explain your odor then.
recap of yesterday, we got some two like dope cars that we're gonna be working on for another video. So we moved this big guy outside and a fresh new day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack the driver's side with some nonsense and InnerClean and get all the deep stains in the steering wheel, on the cluster and all that stuff out, as well as my door. And then Nick, what will you be doing today?
Basically the same idea, but on the passenger side. So to expedite the detailing process on the interior of the vehicle, Hector's gonna do the driver's side, I'll do the passenger side, wiping off the plastics with some InnerClean. That's gonna clean it and protect it, but for those, you know, kind of grimier, nasty stains that's in the cup holder, that's on the carpet, as well as some of the seats, we're gonna be using some nonsense to gently scrub away any of the odors, as well as those stains.
Yes. Also, there's a June bug in there. It could go. We can evict that guy if need be. Okay?
We can make that happen.
Let's do it. So, some of the tools of the trait today, again, we're gonna use InnerClean, and we're gonna use these new soft bristle brushes. They're our new interior detailing brushes. They're really stiff bristled, but the tips are very soft. So they're not gonna scratch or damage any of the interiors, especially on this beautiful interior we got going here. We don't wanna do any damage, Nick, you know what I mean?
I don't think it can get any worse.
You can't, you're right. But it's very good to get into like the crevices and things like that, and pull any of that dirt or dust or Skittles that might be in there.
Now also we're going to be using InnerClean, as Hector mentioned, because this is a great product for cleaning plastics. You can clean your gauge clusters, basically anything on the interior aside from fabric. And you can spray it directly on the surface or on a towel to control some overspray, like that. And then you just wipe it off, and this is going to clean it and protect it in one step.
Boom. I like the towel method.
High traffic area, no matter what kind of vehicle you're in. This is something that people grab constantly, and the oils and anything that could be on your hands basically stains this kind of texture plastic or vinyl, leather, whatever kind of material you're working with. So I'm going to be using some nonsense that we've diluted 10:1, using a boar's hair brush just to gently lift up any of the stains, and I'll show you guys, because on black it's hard to tell what could be actually sitting on there, but once you wipe it off you're going to see just how grimy and grody that really is. So just spray down the brush. I'll spray a little bit on the surface here. I'll just gently agitate it, and the foaming action is helping to lift up any kind of odors or any kind of staining, and then we'll just wipe it off. We'll take a clean side of the towel, wipe away the foam and the spent cleaner. You see there's just a little bit of darkness there, a little bit of grime, and that's all the kind of things that you're touching constantly. So it's good to routinely clean this, because you never know what could be on the surface. So we're just gonna beat the devil out of it.
We'll beat the devil right out of him, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna attack this little center console here area. It's pretty jacked up. So what I like to do, same thing with Nick, I'll use nonsense, has been diluted 10:1, and our nice soft bristle brush here. I'll spray into the brush a couple times just to get some foaming action, and I'll just agitate the area to get all that grime, stickiness, whatever you're touching. This is, again, how Nick said, these high traffic areas get obviously really dirty and gross. So this is really working that chemical in. And I'm not scrubbing. You won't see me really trying so hard. You're just agitating and letting the chemical do 98% of the work for you. So you're just kind of chilling and hanging out. And then once this gets done here, we'll see how dirty this thing really is here. So you can see it's pretty gross. Okay. Also, what you can do to your plastics, like this area here, some of the dashboard, and this just general area, is add a dressing. I prefer water-based dressing, something like VRP or Hypercoat. That's going to do two things for you. It's going to recondition the plastics and really bring back that nice new like deep black, and it's also going to help you block UV rays. So it's going to prevent further damage, further wear and tear, and just really protect the whole dashboard. Obviously, it takes a beating from the sun, so that's something that is totally up to you. You can, you don't have to. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I just use the InnerClean, which also has UV protection. So that's enough for me. I'm not a big fan of the shine, but I know some of you guys are. So again, a nice light coat of dressing, and it's going to make it look new again and give you the protection that you go through.
Done with the interior detail on Hector's Toyota Corolla, but there's a couple things that I wanted to mention that we've kind of never done in the videos, and that is cleaning the seatbelt latch here. This is an area that commonly gets a lot of grease and body oils in the embossed pressed area here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove it just with a little bit of nonsense, and also our interior brushes. But also, a lot of people have been asking why we don't clean the seatbelts or how to clean seatbelts, and that's because these actually have a fire repellent kind of protectant on there, and any kind of cleaner could potentially degrade it or remove it. So the best suggestion to remove it is just use a little bit of warm water with a clean microfiber towel and wipe off any kind of stains or any kind of grease or nastiness. Same thing goes for your headliners because they're very sensitive. If you spray a cleaner directly on it, you can either discolor it or it'll cause the adhesive to kind of loosen, and that'll cause it to sag. So any kind of aggressive scrubbing will help, or actually will make it worse, but it basically will make the whole headliner drop and look, not so good. So taking precaution on areas like your headliner, your seat belts, that's the reason why we don't actually detail them in the videos. So again, we'll just use some nonsense. Same thing, diluted 10-to-1, which means 10 parts water to 1 part product. I'm just going to spray the brush here, and then it'll just gently agitate, letting the cleaner do its work. And also, it kind of feels like it's a little gummed up, so maybe we can get some of the dirt and grime that's inside of the actual mechanism out so it can work properly. More importantly, some of the stuff. And there you have it. It's actually a pretty impressive before and after from how it looked before. It's removed the grime and the body oils that were inside of the embossed pressed area, and now it looks almost factory fresh, just a little bit of sun fading, but this looks a lot better than how it did before. So that pretty much wraps up the interior detail on this Toyota Corolla.
Well guys, that wraps up the detail on this 03 Corolla Sport. Nick, thanks for all the help. I really appreciate it, man, and the knowledge. So again, you can pick up any one of these products on our website, chemicalguys.com. But for now, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time in the Detail Garage. Well, this is awkward.